Ahoy you all, hello. It is Tis, good day. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. So off the top of my head, I have two stories of basically giving away too much information or leaving too much window of opportunity open. I think it cost one gentleman his life and then another guy nearly died. So they both were attacked. One died and one was able to live to tell a story to make it on the news. So the first story I heard about was an elderly man. I believe he was in Ohio. So it said that this elderly man, he comes to this gas station all the time, maybe 20 times a day, but whatever time it is, it's every day he's at that gas station. So much so to where everyone knows him. They're like, oh, that's the old man from the gas station, or this and that. Long story short, one day the old man, the elderly gentleman goes to the gas station and he goes into the gas station to pay for his gas or maybe to get snacks. And when he comes back out, there's a man in his vehicle waiting to rob him or to attack him. So basically it was a robbery, and they say, long story short, people looking around, they hear a lot of stumping and kicking, but they didn't think anything of it. Like, okay, well, maybe someone's just cleaning the snow off their vehicle or stomping their feet. And then long story short, people are looking around. The elderly man is actually being jumped on outside of his own vehicle to the point where he's robbed of his keys and perhaps of his money. And then I want to say it's a 25-year-old, which is the man who was in his vehicle. He gets behind the wheel and runs the elderly man over. So basically he runs him over and drags him around the vehicle a few times to the point where he ends up dying on the pavement of the gas station. And then the guy takes off with his vehicle. He eventually got caught. He got caught soon after with the vehicle. But the moral of that story is you know how sometimes you'll think like, oh, I'm just going to run to check the mail, or I'm just going to run into the gas station, run into the store really quick. And you think that, oh, just because it's 10 seconds, that's, should be, enough time for me to do things really quick before anyone notices that the doors are wide open. And the reason why I call that a dead giveaway, because that guy was literally dead because he gave away the opportunity for this man to jump into his vehicle and kill him behind his own property. So there's a moral of the story behind that. There's another story. I believe this story was Indianapolis. Another elderly man, but I don't know if this guy, maybe he was. He probably looked right at elderly. So I guess he made a Facebook post. Someone must have called him broke on Facebook, and he posts maybe a closet full of money. He's like, oh, I'm not broke. Look, I got stacks and stacks on stacks on stacks. Whether the money was real or fake, two men showed up at his house dressed as police officers, with the bulletproof vest and the quote-unquote fake Dollar Tree badge and everything, to the point where they basically kicked the door in, claiming to look for someone. But then when they find the gentleman, oh, we seen that Facebook post, tell us where the money is right now. And he was like, oh no, that was just a Facebook post. That was fake. The money's not fake. That was an old picture from one of my friends' Facebook, that they took for somebody else, which is, it's like a circulating photo that has nothing, it's not our money, pretty much. He's like, that was just me flexing on Facebook. It's fake. I'm telling you, there's no money here. That was, fake because someone called me broke. And so the men looking around, I guess, come to find out the guy really is broke, but one of the guys actually puts the gun to the back of his head and pulls the trigger. And when the man was shot in the back of the head, the bullet came out through his chest. He lived to the point where he remembered everything and he knew everything, showed the bullet hole and everything. He was like, I just could not believe that they would blow my brains out or blow the back of my brains out, behind some fake money. He was just like, well, I'm just, well, thank God he's alive. But I'm just like, you see how that's another thing. He showed money, and that almost cost him his life, and he didn't even have the money. So that's why I say these are like dead giveaways. People are coming dead, giving away too much information or giving away too many chances, or just giving too many opportunities. Being too giving, period, can be dangerous. Have you ever heard the saying, you give someone an inch, they want a mile? Let's just say simply, oh yeah, I'll help you, or yeah, I got it, or I'll do it. And then after a while, once people get comfortable taking advantage of you, the respect flies out the window. So that means when you're not the punching bag, or if you're not the one who they can use, that will be used against you, which that can be dangerous too. How dare you not let me use you to the bone, or How dare you not let me exploit you, or how dare you notice my wicked ways? You see, I'm saying when you leave that window of opportunity open, that welcomes danger, to say the least. And then, like I say, we'll hope that's all okay. We're just in danger, but let alone losing your life behind. Literally, just leaving that window of, like I said. Here's another thing too. I wouldn't even go as far as saying that these two men did something wrong. Like, okay, like it was literally wrong. I wouldn't say that it's wrong to leave your windows unlocked or it's wrong to post money online, but you see what I'm saying, as far as a crime. But when people with a savage mind, that's deadly. You see what I'm saying? So them just simply leaving a window of opportunity open, which sounds harmless, like, oh, it's just a window of opportunity. Sounds like, oh, hey, it sounds like no crime involved. But again, that window of opportunity left room for danger, in some cases death. There was another video, and this is like off of the hand, but, and this just came to me, but there was some, I don't know if this was a man or a creature, whatever it was. It looked like a demon. You know how you get some of those men, they're like super pale, they have no eyebrow, no, and it's like they almost kind of look like the Hobbit, kind of tall, if not tall, skinny, and it's like they just look like hobbity. So there was a guy that literally trotting around looking like a pale, tall, strange, creepy man, walking around, twisting door handles and looking up under mats for keys. So what he was doing was he was looking for an opportunity for one of y'all crazy people to leave y'all key. Someone who's ever foolish enough to leave their key outside for him. And then, oh, and he had a knife too. He had a knife in his mouth. And then can you imagine him getting the key and welcoming himself into, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Those windows of opportunity, like I said, sounds harmless. Oh, but when I lose my key, I can just go under the map because, you know, I'm always losing my keys. And, you know, it sounds like, okay, well, this is just a backup for me to get in because I'm just so clumsy. That's leaving a window of opportunity for demons with nothing to lose to take those windows of opportunities. Maybe in the good old days, would that be okay? Because it's like, okay, well, maybe I do have time to leave my key under the mat. You see what I'm saying? Because times are quote unquote normal in the good old days. So maybe I don't have time because I got work. So I don't have time to look under your mat, or I don't have time to check and see if you left your doors unlocked because I'm, you know, busy. You know, I got stuff to do. But at a time such as this, where only thing that people have to lose is dignity, pride, and sanity, oh, they're going to take those windows of opportunities. They're going to take those chances. And they're going to take, like I said, if there's a window of opportunity, I don't care what it is, any opportunity, if the opportunity is there, it will be taken at a time such as this. There is no, oh, okay, it's safe to leave your windows unlocked for 5 seconds. You'll be a fool. If they have the gumption to pick your lock, they're damn sure going to welcome themselves into an open door. You know, so just think of it like that. I can leave my door unlocked. No one will twist the handle. Okay, if I can take out my time to pick the lock or to bust the window, why not just twist the handle and just, would it be a lot easier for me to just walk in versus picking the lock or busting the window? You know, so just from that mindset, you know, the door was open. That's the window of opportunity. I wasn't planning on robbing you, but the door's open. You see? It's these windows of opportunities, and that's where these become dead giveaway. Now you're dead because you gave away that opportunity for someone to take the opportunity to not only take advantage of you, but they're going to take you out too. You know, because it's one thing to just steal, oh, okay, I'm going to just steal your wallet and go. No, I'm going to steal your wallet, kill you, and then probably steal some more stuff if my hands aren't too full. So yeah, people are just no limits, reckless, and they don't give a damn. They literally will sit back and watch you. That's what I say. If you're rich or whatever, you'll be a fool to have a money phone at these times of days. Because here's the thing. You're the only one working and busting your ass. You can work 30 hours a day, and someone's going to be watching you work hard while they sitting back watching. Mind you, they ain't doing nothing, ain't putting in no work, ain't doing nothing, but they notice that you're working really hard, working your ass off, and to the point where you just so tired to where you just can't even function. And then that's where they're gonna go in for the swoop, take all of your earnings and your riches that you done worked hard and got delirious for. They didn't do nothing. The only thing they're doing is waiting for your ass to get caught slipping so they can take what you work for. Some people, that's their plan. When shit hits the fan or all flies out the window, I'm robbing Peter. And probably Paul too. Okay? No, I'm not getting the job. No, I'm not going to find a healthy alternative. No, I'm not going to come together to make this make sense. I'm robbing Peter and Paul. Okay? That's literally the mindset of a lot of people, if not most people, to tell you the truth, especially in these environments. When they say, oh, good people can go bad because times are hard. Now I'm going to hit you across the head. The pink Jesus impersonator is gonna hit you across the head now because times hurt. You know what I'm saying? So if you leave those windows of opportunities open, they will and shall be taken. Because at the time such as this, people feel like they have nothing to lose, which really I don't want to say they do. Because like I say again, if you can literally just sit around and rot away to where you're not doing anything to sustain yourself, you're just complaining and then you're waiting for someone to save you, that shows the mentality of I'm not going to put in any work, but I will be there to be the death of you. I'm not going to put in no work, but I will work hard to rob your ass. To the point where that's on the uptick too. People are literally, and here's another thing too, I don't know if this, actually, you know what, the opportunity wasn't open, but these young men, I think it was a total of 3 young men and one got gunned down inside of the home. 3 men, they go barging into this man's house. He's like, hey y'all, I see what you're doing. I have a gun. I am armed. Here is the gun. And I promise you I'm not afraid to use it. Just please don't come in. They commenced to come in anyway. So I guess 3 of them bum rush the house and one of them gets shot. The other 2 take off, of course. And then the mother of the deceased young man who, oh, well, the homeowner didn't have to take him out. And I'm thinking like, so if you're kicking and scratching through my screen door and you know I have a gun, that means by the time you get your hands on me, you ain't worried about what happened to you. You see what I'm saying? If somebody just don't care about a gun, they don't care about the stand back or don't care that I'm here and you're still scratching and kicking at my door, you don't take chances with that. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna go as far as this, and excuse my French. I know y'all probably say, how dare you say that? I would have went as far as saying mom should have got one in between her eyes too for saying some stupid shit like that. Your son got shot for putting himself in the firearm's reach, and then mother, for you to even say some dumb shit like that. Why would you take someone out who's coming after me after I say, stop, thief, I got a gun, don't come any closer. You're coming into uncharted waters, private property. You don't know what's going on behind this door yet. You kicking and scratching and get through the door anyway. I think mom should have got one. Maybe she was you know, grieving. You know, sometimes you have the grieving mind, you just don't think or you don't care. But again, for you to say, oh, why would you murder someone who's going into a stranger's house? It's just like, okay, so if I kick your door in, you're going to welcome me with tea. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the stuff that people, okay, let me get back on topic. But yeah, just don't leave those windows of opportunity open. Because like I say, there's more deadly these days. You know, maybe in the good old days, I could just hit you across the head and take your wallet or even rob your bank account, you know, where no one gets hurt. But now these days, not only am I gonna rob you, I'm gonna harm you, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna steal you. It's gonna be like at least 5 to 10 things that they can do with you other than just stealing, you know what I'm saying, or other than just killing you. It's just more sinister these days. No, there's no the respect, no limits, and don't nobody give a damn. Like there's no care or worry. Like I would, if they don't feel no remorse. No remorse. You can bash an old man's head in and you beat him blue, or you know, run him over 1,000 times and nothing. You feel nothing. That's not a type of energy you want to go up against. I'm not saying, so don't leave windows of opportunity open for people like this with nothing to lose, and they're soulless. Oh, they're just here to steal, kill, and destroy. That's it. You see what I'm saying? Kill, steal, and destroy. And then if they survive, then they can, maybe they'll, you know, end up in prison if they survive, you know, that you know, dangerous lifestyle.